Hey everybody, it's Javad. I'm here on a Sunday afternoon. Just got back from Axpona last week. Had a great time. Hopefully you guys got to see some of the updates. And I got to spend some time with the CSS guys firsthand and listen to their, their award-winning P215 kit, which got some good accolades at the show. And I got to listen to them a bunch there. And it's an excellent sounding little speaker. You really can't ask for a lot more other than maybe a little bit more bass, but really excellent sounding speaker, and I can honestly say it was one of the better sounding speakers I heard there in any price range. So this kit's an incredible value. I think it's in the $500 to $600 range as supplied with the Flatpack here, and so I'm looking forward to hearing it in my own listening room and spending even more quality time with it. Because I kind of know what things sound like in my room. So you guys might have noticed I'm kind of like a no editing guy. If I had to edit these videos, I really wouldn't have time. So we got no edits. And to further prove a point, I just did a quick dry assembly of one of these flat packs, and that's about it. I mean, I've literally looked at it for maybe 4 minutes, and I'm just gonna go for it on camera here and let you guys see how this goes together. And if you decide to go this route, maybe this video will be a little bit make it a little bit easier for you. So I got a full flat pack here as supplied by CSS. Again, we've got the baffle, the back with the porthole, top and the bottom, sides, and we got some braces. So let's change camera positions here. It's about as much of an edit as you're gonna see. Garrett. Okay, I lied. My son just opened the door and came in, so we're gonna do a video edit cut there. Sorry, because I don't want to do that whole spiel over again. So we got braces here, and the key to this cabinet going together, and I got some insight from Dan Poinsett on this, is you got to get this brace installed. Once you have that brace, everything else kind of falls into place. Without the brace, it's kind of confusing because the way they do this isn't just a normal rabbet, this is a double overlapping rabbet, which makes the cabinet really strong and locates the panels really nicely. But without the brace, which locates everything where it's supposed to go, it'll be quite confusing. So I got some more insight from Dan. Because of that, he wants this brace to fit very tightly in this dado here. So this is how the brace comes. I don't know if you can see, but there's like real sharp corners as you'd expect. Now, these corners, let me just stick this one in. When you have this side in as far as it goes, this side hits because, this dado's rounded. Looks like, whatever the CNC bit they use, they didn't cut to square. This isn't a problem though, because with a little bit of shaving on these corners, this panel fits really tightly. So I have this sanding block. Actually, these are really cool. It's by Miles Craft. Takes a standard belt from a belt sander. You just stick it in there and tighten it up. But anyways, I just kind of knocked off these corners. I probably did maybe like a 16th inch bevel on there. And so here's what I'm left with. You can kind of see these corners are no longer square right here. So you just want to knock these corners off. Once you do that, it fits nice and tight. And you don't want to take so much off that this can slide back and forth. So you want to take off just enough so it's a real nice tight fit. And then you squeeze in the other side. And this is the basic dimensions of this enclosure now. So once you do that, the front just drops in, and the back. Okay. And then you put the top. And once you have the top on, that all falls into place. And you put the bottom on. Let's see how easy that is, okay? So now we just need to do that again with some glue. I've got a bunch of bar clamps over here just to lightly hold things together. Doesn't really require much. I think you could probably apply glue and throw on some masking tape just to hold it together as well, but I recommend using bar clamps. So, honestly, it looks like it would be easier to put the top and the bottom on first, so I think we'll go that route. Alright, so I'm just going to go for it. Why not? So I got some tight bond wood glue. Is pretty much my go-to stuff here. I'm just going to put a bead down in there. And a bead down in here. Just smear it around the sides a little bit. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's, so this is the top. Let's throw some glue on here. Yeah, so see how that's a double overlap. So you get a lot of surface area. This is gonna give you a lot of strength and really positive location. So, I'm not a big spread the glue around guy. I see a lot of people brushing, and I really haven't ever found that to be necessary. Once you, just gonna put a bead of glue on all the surfaces. If you put a generous bead of glue, and once you clamp that panel so there's basically no air left, that glue squeezes out and goes into all the right places it needs to be. So I've never really been too worried about it. So, all right, let's flip that to this side. Apply some more beads of glue. Yeah, I actually like the idea of the glue squeezing to fill the voids that it needs to, versus applying a really thin layer and then possibly not having glue everywhere where it needs to be. So anyways, that's my technique and I'm sticking to it. Wipe off some of that glue squeeze out. So I think at this point, a clamp on each side makes sense. Snug it up. Nothing too crazy. Okay. One thing. Oops. Guess it needs to be a little tighter than that, huh? There we go. I'm on a really nice flat workbench, and so I can use this workbench as an assembly table as well. So as I'm doing this, I can see these panels snugging up, tightening up how they're supposed to, which is what you want. I want to bottom these panels out so they dry with no gaps. All right. There we go. let's do a quick test fit of the baffle. Okay, nice and tight, so I'm going to loosen these clamps up a little bit. There we go. And that tightness shows you how tolerant these cabinets are. Alright, so nice bead of glue in there. Just going to put a bead around the inside flange here. Make sure to have the outside with the recesses for the drivers located on where you want it to be. So I've positioned the brace at the top half of the cabinet. All right, so now what I'm going to do is some clamps here. Snug that up. All right. Snug these back up. Now that everything's where it needs to be, let's flip this. All right. Now we're putting the back on. And inside bead there. All right, I want to put the port behind the tweeter, so that's on this side. Loosen these up a little bit. Okay. And any glue squeeze out, I'm just wiping off my finger right now. And then, this is just MDF, so we're gonna veneer this and laminate this, paint it or something, so it's very forgiving. All right, so I'm gonna move these clamps here since they're not doing much anymore. To apply a little pressure between the baffle and the back, so it would be kind of like this. When I tighten these clamps down, these seams are tightening up and we're getting glue squeeze out, which is what we want. All right, I am going to move these clamps around to the other side. Probably use some glue blocks if you wanted to spread out the clamping force, but that certainly wouldn't hurt anything. I'm not seeing a huge need for it. These seams are really tight. Normally I would do this with a wet rag, but this is so spontaneous I didn't even bother grabbing one, so. All right. Just grabbing a few more clamps. Have plenty of clamping force to apply. Never have too many clamps. These Harbor Freight clamps are the deal of the century. I think it's one of the best tool values on the market. I don't like a lot of stuff from Harbor Freight, but these clamps are the real deal. Specifically these ratcheting bar clamps. All their other clamps are pretty crappy. Although these are really great. I think they're like $3 a pair, or maybe $3 each. But I've found they have actually a lot of spring force, and they do a pretty good job. So, all right, so that's it. I think we're less than 20 minutes into this video, and I'm just gonna let this dry for about an hour and it'll be good to go, and I might even pull some more clamps down and do the other one at the same time so that I can have them both done. And then I gotta figure out what I wanna do. I've got some veneer, I've got some black gloss Formica type laminate. I might paint, I don't know. I like working with solid wood, as you guys know, so I gotta figure it out. But stay tuned, and I should have these playing soon. Well, Indiana's this week, so probably not this week, but once I get back, it'll be my first priority to get it done. All right, thanks guys.